Um,
1 second. So, folks, how you doing? So, this is Michael Randolph. I'm with the Center for Nonprofit and Community Development. And as you know, we work with nonprofits from around the country, even beyond the United States, and providing the capacity building for them to bring about their dream. We know specifically African American nonprofits are least likely to be funded. As a matter of fact, African American female nonprofits are most likely to be funded. So what we do is change the narrative by providing the paperwork necessary to increase their chances of getting funded. Starting with putting together the information for the 501c3. Contrary to popular belief, a lot of people think you can start a nonprofit with the 501c3 and you're going to get funded. But that's not the case. What we do to make sure that nonprofit gets the funding is when we do the articles on corporations and the bylaws, we focus it towards the funder and not this IRS, because it's the funders that's going to be looking for certain buzzwords. But having said that, we got someone on the day that plan to change the world. And I say it again, nonprofit rocks. Because nonprofits fulfill that safety net that we see in our society. So that being said, because y'all already know I talk too much. So let's take it over to our guest today. Tell us who you are, where you from, share some information with us.
Hi, my name is Crystal Griffin. The nonprofit I would like to get started with is for help minority children who was born prematurely and assist those family things like, from formula to diapers to going back and forth, traveling to the hospital to check on their child. That's what I like to get started with. The reason for that is I too myself had a child that was born 2 years ago as a preemie. My world have changed dramatically upside down because, like I said, nobody prepared me, Black woman like me, what that would look like. So my heart is passionate for, those babies. Because when I walked in that NICU room 2 years ago, I was like, wow, why nobody never talking about this? Why nobody never checked on the mom, the dad, to see where they at or what they're going through? Because a lot of times you have a lot of emotion going on. You're like, okay, is your child gonna make it? And then you have to leave your child there for so many weeks, whether it be 6 weeks to a year. It just depends on how the
Just
child
let me
progresses.
jump in 1 quick second because we're doing this across the country. Let people know where you're located and then continue on with your story.
Oh, I'm looking at Toledo, Ohio. For those who don't know, Toledo, Ohio. So yes, 2 years ago, my child was born as the premature, my son. Changed my world tremendously because, like I said, nobody prepared me for what that would look like and stuff like that, go through my emotion and stuff like that. I want to create an organization to help the next mom and dad, so they won't have to feel like a burden when paying for things like, hospital visit, some of the medical bills, the diapers, the wipe, and also to watching those children progress, also take them to the next stage where they, so their mom would have proper childcare and training those workers in a childcare center how to care for a preemie child and how to assist them, tremendously instead of just like, oh, we just going to do this. No, it's the proper procedure and the proper step you have to follow by the doctor to know how to feed them and how to watch them grow and stuff because everybody deserves love. So why not just, start there?
So, do you have an email?
Yes,
If
I have.
so, please say it letter by letter slowly. First, say the name and then spell the name. Because you inspired me, and I'm sure you're going to inspire a lot of other people just to contact you. So when your nonprofit is up and running, those donations can come in. And that's what we do on our page. We make sure nonprofits like yourself get in front of all the funders because part of our pages include all of the funders that's doing funding throughout the United States and other movers and shakers throughout the United States. So it gives you a hand up. That being said, share with us your email.
My email you can reach me at is called beautyofabossscrystal@gmail.com. Spell it for you. So BEAUTYOFBOSS Crystal KRYSTLE @gmail.com. And my telephone number you can Yeah, it's 567.
Hold on. Do you want to give your phone number out? Because it might have some crazy people. Remember, this is all over the country. So I think your email will be sufficient. Because one thing I learned, you get a lot of crank calls when you give your people ain't got nothing else to do, right? But to
Right.
do that. Now, once you come back and you establish, then that's a horse of a different color. So we want to work with you not only in starting your nonprofit, because that's phase one. That's called the emergent stage. We also want to work with you in what we call the intermediate stage. That's when you get your paperwork together that you want to present to the world. And then the final stage is when you actually open up that door to be operational. So we actually take you through all of those steps. We apply a holistic approach to nonprofits throughout the country. We specifically work in African American communities, and the greater majority of our clientele are African American or females. We want to change that equation in which Black females are the least funded because guess what? Black females do the most, so they definitely should be funded the most. Anything you want to say before we go on the other side and talk about business?
No, I just want to thank you so much for your the time to share what I would like to get started within the community to help reach, more children like my son, not just, within the Toledo, Ohio, but all throughout the 50 states in America as well.
Excellent. So your nonprofit, while starting in one state, plan to take it national because the need is not only in your state, but it's national. We work with you to what we call putting together a new school, next generation approach. Because what we know is that what funders don't fund are nonprofits that are doing the same old with no result. So we apply a holistic, comprehensive approach, a new school, next generation approach to getting funding and more importantly, to making sure your clientele are taken care of. So let's go on the other side.